to children and adults.
The Lacey Thugs are. Do you not know who the Lacey Thugs are?
We can't go out and
Bro, Adapt is about to be the video. Like he's gonna take over the vid, bro. This was a hard watch. Oh my god. Yo, on this stream or next? Nah, this stream. 9 to 5 workers versus streamers debate. What is harder? I heard that they was rage bait in this video. I ain't gonna lie. We gonna see. I seen a couple of clips. Let's see.
How you gonna disrespect your mom like that,
she
dude?
is right now.
You're gonna disrespect your mom and say that your work is harder? That is so rude.
All right, can I talk?
Hairspray.
Listen, so your whole
So
thing.
it's dangerous.
Listen, bet.
Your job is dangerous.
You would have to actually go to work.
Went to school, and still.
And paid rent?
Yes, I still worked.
That's your choice.
You're high. You're hungover.
You're high. You're all over. I
don't even enjoy streaming anymore.
Watch out for the girl in the black outfit. I bet. Yo. Okay, I'm sorry, but I need to go live on YouTube. I'm sorry. Okay, I'm so sorry, guys. I know. I'm all fucked up. I know. Yeah, you can blame. You can say whatever you want, nigga. I know. I know I'm disorganized as a nigga, bro. I know. And that's okay. That really is okay, bro, okay? Just work with me, okay? Okay? Alright, thank you. I'm not even gonna look at chat because I know y'all probably saying some crazy shit. I don't want to hear that right now, nigga. Let me just work, nigga. Let's do hard work, nigga. Okay, let me copy that. Let work. Let me see. Streaming. That. Real quick. Paste it. Boom. Bop. Let's get that going. Shit, we might as well get TikTok. Oh, psych, we can't even do TikTok live. You know why? Alright, man. Let me pop out this chat. Alright, man. Let's get right back into the video, man. Look at it, man.
What's up? How's it going?
Same old different day.
Okay. So my argument here is that streaming and social media creation is harder than a 9 to 5.
Nah, it's not facts, bro. 9 to 5 is way harder, homie.
Why do you say that?
Because you gotta get up every motherfucking day, go to the motherfucking bullshit job.
You still gotta do that. I mean, I never. I can go. I'm
slave for fucking pennies.
See, that's the thing is you're right. You get up every day, you go through the motions. You don't have to get a good night's sleep. You don't have to be focused. You don't have to be locked in. You wake up, you go, you flip some patties, maybe you sign a few envelopes, answer a few phone calls. With streaming and social media creation, you have to be on your game 24/7. It's like a switch that never
when you're a
turns
mail
off.
carrier, I'm a mail carrier, and I'm gonna tell you something, man. I get treated like shit every motherfucking day.
Okay, but I could go to my chat right now. They could treat me like that. I'm just saying. Now I do think a 9 to 5 is harder, but it depends on the 9 to 5. That's all I like. It just depends on the 9 to 5. This is why the debate is kind of stupid because compare a construction worker to a streamer. Of course, that 9 to 5, whatever that's gonna be harder. You feel me? But if you do an office job and you do streaming, I would say streaming's harder than an office job. No cap. I ain't gonna lie because you gotta entertain these people. You gotta entertain people for dumb long, at least an hour, 2 hours, whatever your amount is. Where you work a 9 to 5 in the office, answer a few calls, send out a few emails, walk around the building and chat it up and get some free food or whatever the case. Eat your like, come on, bro. You're not doing too much. It just depends on the job, though. That's all it is.
Have to deal with thousands, tens of thousands of people critiquing every little thing we do, every decision we make, every thought we have.
You guys got it made, man. I wish I had it made like y'all.
We don't have to sign a few envelopes and put them in a mailbox. We have
got
to
it gravy, bro.
What's the next trend? What's the next idea? Oh my God, I have to stream today.
I got dogs that want to bite my ass every day.
And you have lunch breaks. You have lunch breaks. We don't have breaks. We're on 24/7.
You got
high energy. 24/7.
You be at home like you and get back and get paid big money.
We're not even at home. We're walking around. We're walking around doing things, going to parties, doing all this stuff.
I got to slave just for not even $100,000 a year. I got to work double overtime. Bullshit.
Okay, what about this? You're guaranteed to get paid. You have a steady rate.
You're not guaranteed?
I don't work.
That's true.
I don't get paid. As simple as that.
Yeah, but you have a guaranteed pay
if you work. That's your decision if you don't want to
work.
I
got to work at the job for
years. If I don't go live, I don't get paid either.
We don't got to deal with people spamming L's.
Yes.
Nah. Yo, that, bro. Yeah, yo.
People in the chat spamming L's. Oh, this is boring. We don't like this video. You have to create content. Imagine you have to be high energy. Oh, hey guys, how's it going? You guys like this stream?
That's me 24/7. I'd rather do that.
So why don't you become a streamer?
Man, that's what I want to do. F that. F this 9 to 5 shit.
If streaming is so easy, how come every single person in this seat is not a streamer?
People are lazy. They want to put in the work.
That's their fault.
I get called fat all the time.
Oh, so what? I get called fat and chubby. All my homeboys call me chubby, fat,
Well,
whatever.
That's your homeboy.
That shit, yeah.
Yeah, and you right, homeboy, you right. But check this out. My nigga, I don't give a fuck. I'm going to go out there and get that bag.
I think she's got
What?
something she wants to
Alright.
say.
Oh my gosh, wait, we're seeing a flag.
Unfortunately, these flags are actually useless. We decided to use a timer instead because we suck at explaining things.
So you raised your flag. Is there a reason you did
Yeah,
that?
because I was actually a cook for 15 years. So that means for 15 years, I had to get up practically every day,
Okay.
get dressed, go to work, and I had to deal with not only adults, but I also had to deal with children.
With the new the new phase is not bad, bro. It's not bad, bro.
We deal with children every day, too.
We deal with tens of thousands of children and adults.
The Lacey Stugs are. Do you not know who the Lacey Stugs are?
I can't go out and
Bro, Adap is about to be the video. Like he's gonna take over the vid, bro. I could just see it already. He only 3 minutes in, bro. At no cap, he's been saying some funny shit. Rage baiting, just rage baiting.
children and adults.
The Lacey Stugs are. Do you not know who the Lacey Stugs are?
I can't go out in public without 10 kids coming up asking for a picture. You know how hard that is of a life?
Isn't that
That is
special?
difficult.
How long do you think this is going to last?
Forever.
Forever.
You think this
hopefully.
is going to last forever?
I hope so. You just proved my point for me. I don't have that security that's gonna last forever. Having a job,
Gotta grind.
you have that security of, oh, I have a job, I have a degree, I have this. This could end for me tomorrow.
Hypothetically, if you all of a sudden you lost all your followers, what would you do?
I know what he'll do. Get up.
No, I'm asking
Trigger
him.
warning.
I'm asking him. What would you
Job.
do? If you lost completely all your YouTubers, you had nothing. No one watched you anymore. I didn't even watch you anymore. What would you have to do? You would have to actually have to go to work. Did I just cuss at you?
That's a slur. If I did lose all my followers, I would probably buy a couple houses and start my real estate empire.
Okay, so then you would have to actually go to work. You would actually have to go to the office.
And I would think that would be a much easier job than streaming.
You gotta go into your setup though and sit in front of studio lights and read the chat and be interactive.
But no, he lost everybody. He lost everybody. He has no followers whatsoever. He would have to turn around.
You're proving my point.
You would have to
You're
turn
proving my
around.
point.
That's what I'm saying. How is she? She's proving this nigga. Am I bugging? She's not proving the
You're
point.
proving my point on why this is harder because I could lose it all tomorrow.
Yeah, but you could lose it tomorrow.
If let's say you're a cook, right? Let's say you got fired. You have hundreds of people lined up. You can go cook over here, cook over there. You
could be a private chef.
You could be a private chef. Exactly. I don't have that security.
I was a cook in the school system. I cooked all frozen food.
But you still cook.
You still cook. You go cook for another school.
I think I saw a flag right here.
Flags. I see red flags.
Yeah, raise them.
Lacey, it's the truth.
I think something you guys aren't thinking.
Wait, why you Bro, son, baby, he going crazy on Twitch.
To account. Say we get a brand deal. I gotta post. I gotta go find the 4 local cans. I gotta make sure I get the 4 local cans.
Run it back, bro. God damn
Find
that.
the 4 local cans. I gotta make sure I get the 4 local can. And
Not to mention,
You have to do work. That's what we have to do.
it ruins our Twitter impressions too.
I gotta tag them.
And then that goes into falling off.
My name is Ron.
Oh. Bro, I need to change the about,
That goes
bro.
into falling off.
My name is Rhonda. I'm a registered nurse from the South.
Nice to meet you.
From you suck. 35 years ago, I
Damn.
decided to go to nursing school because I wanted to be a creative. I thought I loved fashion, I loved acting, I loved singing. But in the South, whole lot of racism back in the 60s.
I already know what y'all about to say. I was not there with her, okay? I was not there with her, bro. Shut up.
In the 50s, people didn't give a rat's ass if you created something, and they wouldn't support your business. So yes, a 9 to 5 is much harder. I had to work 7 to 3, 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. I had to support my daughter.
Rhonda,
you get spoiled.
Rhonda, can I ask you a question?
Nope.
Have you ever done
You
it?
get spoiled.
Nope. Nope.
You get spoiled, and your mama and daddy keep giving it to you.
Rhonda,
Because
I got a question for Rhonda.
I
I got a
did it.
question for Rhonda. Rhonda,
Yes.
have you ever done a subathon?
What's a subathon?
30
Dead
days straight,
24/7.
hours a day.
Day and night.
We all streamed.
That
for-
ain't even healthy.
You're talking about working 7 to 3. You have 2 30-minute breaks throughout that. You get to go home afterwards, see your family, relax. We were on camera 30 days straight, no personal.
What
You know how
day
hard
were
it is
you a registered
to
nurse?
have.
When did you get a break? You clean boo-boo?
When have you ran a
You-
3-minute ad?
You
When have you
clean
ever
up
ran? You
vomit,
never ran a
you
3-minute ad.
castrate,
Yo.
you short-handed. You
Talk
don't-
about the
I
fake
would love-
relationships that you have.
Oh my God.
Now keep.
It's fake
Think
on
about
social
this.
media.
Think about this. Imagine
Sure.
every little person. We call them parasocials. They judge your
Parasocials.
relationships. You can't go out to dinner or have a girl take a picture in your car without them finding out and
I
judging
got
you.
caught with
based
my
on it.
ex.
I got
in
caught with
public.
my ex, and I got treated like I was a pedophile for it.
But mental health. When you stop caring about what people think and what they say about you, do you. And that's a big problem with young
What's the red
people.
flag?
You care about what people think. Social media, what they say about
Because
you.
that's our
That's
job.
our job.
You said you're a nurse, right?
35 years.
What do you think?
35 years.
24-hour open surgery, like when you're helping with, the doctor, et cetera, or a 24-hour stream?
24-hour open surgery.
Oh,
You're
brother.
short-handed. The-
We're saving thousands. You're saving one.
Throw the flags up. I got caught with Diddy. Imagine she slapped him. Nah, that would be crazy.
All right, so you said 30-day subathon, right?
Yep.
My argument is that none of you guys actually did any of the work during that, and it was all your filmers, your
he part of the
editors,
face team?
your producers. All these people back here are the ones doing the work. You guys just show up and have fun.
They didn't do anything.
It's a group project.
No, because
It's a group project.
That's bad takes.
that's bad takes. That's bad takes.
They wouldn't have any work if it wasn't for us, though.
I would even go as
Hey, okay, he ain't lying.
say as every person in this room, we keep them employed as well. Because here's the thing, we get sponsors from these companies that have 9-to-5s, right? These companies, hold on. These companies are not viable without influencers to push the brand and keep them in business.
Have you ever worked a real job?
No.
So how would you know?
But I don't even feel like Adapt is. He's rage bait, and I know he worked a job before, bro.
Keep them in business.
I ain't
Have
gonna
you ever
lie.
worked a real job?
No.
So how would you
See,
know?
I have worked a real job.
What was your real job?
I worked 8 months. I worked a double. I worked Walmart and Panera at the same time for a
Why
year.
is she laughing? Bro, she's making me mad.
Wait, why they laughing? Nah, I'm actually confused. Why are they laughing at him working 2 jobs? wait, what?
I feel like they're wrong.
What?
Hi, I'm Chris.
All right, Chris.
Why do you think a 9-to-5 job is not harder than what you do?
Well, you're guaranteed to pay.
Guaranteed to pay.
Yeah.
And that makes it harder?
Yeah. No, it makes it easier for you
Makes
guys.
it easier
Yeah.
because we have a guaranteed pay.
100%. You have
Makes
security.
it easier
Talk about
for
raises.
Makes it easier for 9-to-5 people to have
Sup, Sula?
a job because their pay is
Yeah, when you go to
guaranteed.
work every day,
So
everyone's
you're
like,
basing the ease of a job just on somebody getting paid regularly? Is that what you...
well, let's just say that comes to perspective. If you say someone who works food, if you're someone who works a doctor, it's obviously different. But if you're talking abroad, 9 to 5, someone who doesn't need a degree, yeah, it's way easier than being a streamer.
How so?
Well, it's because you're guaranteed and you don't need any crazy knowledge. You don't need to go to school for most jobs, like certain things like a 9 to 5. If you wanted to go work at Foot Locker, I could go to Foot Locker, apply, and then next thing you know, I'm selling shoes for pay every single hour.
That's true.
So according to you, a job...
Hold on, let's go call him. What's up, baby? I'm on stream. Let me take off speaker. Yeah. Hello. What's up, baby? You say you just leaving work? Oh no, I'm just streaming. Nah, I'll just call you when I finish. You say you just left work though, right? I'm probably getting off in the next hour. No, I'm most likely telling the truth. I am telling the truth. Alright, just give me an hour. I'll call you once I'm finished. Alright, love it. Alright. I can't even, yo. Y'all need to go get some love, bro. God damn. Go get some love. Y'all niggas be hating. I'll get it, man.
Is easier or harder based on the guaranteed pay? That's one aspect of it.
Working
right?
at Foot Locker, working at a job like Panera or whatever Lacey is easier than a streamer, yes, because a streamer you have to come up with ideas. You have to stay relevant.
We're talking about ideas now. Okay,
yeah,
we're talking about pay.
Okay, so what do you want to start with, though? But it doesn't make. But
well,
you're not even. You keep switching it. So why don't you answer my question?
I'm not switching anything.
You know, you 100% are.
Yeah.
So how is it harder if you're guaranteed to pay? I worked for 4 years of streaming. I didn't make $1.
Well, what's your definition of hard? That's the thing. It's like what
stuff
is
that
difficult.
you need creativity. You need to.
I think only hard 9 to 5s is physical labor, bro. I'm not gonna lie. Like we should just say physical labor. It's streaming hard to 5 than a physical labor job. You feel me? Because anything else besides then doctors, you could say lawyers, but like
get out of your circle, comfort zone.
Most of them
to actually make people believe what you believe
easier.
In the sense of like, oh, this is good content. Do you watch any TV shows?
Yeah, exactly.
I watch YouTube.
Okay, you watch
much
YouTube. So it's the same thing.
Absolutely,
so the people that you're
yeah.
entertained by are the people like us, just for a different audience.
That's true, but you're talking about entertainment as a job. We could talk about entertainment.
This is entertainment,
as a job.
but this
yeah,
is entertainment.
Entertainment
but my
as a
question
job
to you
doesn't have
is
any
why?
guarantees. Absolutely.
So do you truthfully, you can sit here and think that working at like a Foot Locker or something like that, I'm just using that because that's the best example, is harder than a streamer?
It depends on what you are saying the word hard means to you. Because
in the sense of everyday
physically,
activity. Because some people around here said, oh, I got to wake up at 7 a.m., 8 a.m. Oh,
yeah.
Okay, we have to do the same thing.
Nah, facts though. Reed, what's good, my boy Reed? Love your videos. You should start doing vlogs. I used to do vlogs, but then I stopped. I got into reactions, but I'm about to do some vlogs again, man. I appreciate that love, for real.
Do that.
And you deal with yourself.
No, we deal with millions
when
of people.
you're creating that content and you have your phone, you're dealing with you and yourself in that phone.
Okay, so what happens?
You're not dealing with
So
and you're not
that's not
dealing
true at
with-
all. I have an
Okay.
editor that I pay who relies on me. If I stop doing
Which
any
is
type
later.
of content, he loses
So when
a job.
you go to your job, when you go to work, rather than punching a card, you pick up your phone or you turn on a camera.
Okay, so when you punch the card, let's say, who's above you? Your boss, right? What happens if he just takes the business and he says, oh, we're not doing it anymore? You lose your job.
If the work is picking up a phone or turning on a camera as opposed to going in with a bunch of people and having to multitask tasks you have to do throughout your shift and deal with your
Tasks you gotta do
coworkers
throughout
and
the stream.
interpersonal things.
Right.
Tell me how much you do of that stuff while you are actually doing your job for however many number of hours that you are talking and typing and shitting and eating and all that stuff that everybody's watching you do.
Go ahead.
No, but there's actually a mental aspect.
I understand that, yeah.
No. Let me hear me out.
Go ahead.
Camaraderie. Like you have like a group of people, like friendships, relationships, which is the most important thing in life. So do you build that with your coworkers and stuff like that?
Sorry, bye. See you later.
Seeing a lot of flags.
Okay, I mean, I'm gonna be honest. He was, my Swag was actually about to say some good shit. He gave up. He really did though. What if their change probably cost more than entire year? I mean, yeah, bro. But entertainment always gonna pay, bro. That's one thing. Nigga, we've seen it since kids. Before we out the womb, nigga. Like we seen it, bro. It's always gonna pay no matter what. I'll never get ads. You know why? Cause I pay that premium. I don't care. It's $8, bro. I don't care.
What's your name?
So I'm Angelina, and I work as an executive assistant.
You're right. You're right. She's right. She's right.
All right, so you guys were talking about the mental aspect, and I thought that was really interesting because as someone who works a 9 to 5, technically it's a 10 to 6, but I still have to clock in a certain amount of time. I come home, I'm too tired to cook. Fortunately, I have a beautiful girlfriend that does all of that.
Oh. Whoa. That caught me off guard. But I know I caught Ron off guard. Hold on.
I'm too tired to cook. Fortunately, I have a beautiful girlfriend that does all of that stuff for me when I get home. But if I don't,
yeah, it's okay. I had the same
fortunately, I
reaction.
have a beautiful girlfriend that does all of that stuff for me when I get home. But if I didn't, I would have to cook for myself and get to bed in time and wake up in time to commute back to my job. You guys talk about how it's hard because there's a mental aspect, and I understand as someone who's been on social media a lot that you get
How long have you
berated.
been on social media? Just to get broad.
So I actually did content creation starting at the age of 14. When I moved to LA, I gained like 10,000 followers off the bat, and I was very young, and I started working with different brands.
Okay.
I totally understand the mental aspect. It's just that you guys can afford to say, hey, I'm gonna go wherever for 2 weeks, and that can be content, that can be your job, and you actually get to relax and travel the world and have other opportunities.
You're just saying a lot of points.
There's no relaxation.
If I could answer a couple. So you were saying like to go back to the beginning, you were saying like you can manage like your time with like relationship. Was that correct? Like you have your girlfriend when you go home, like.
I fortunately have a support system, but I every day like ask myself how I would have been able to do it without.
Example. So you said 14 you started. I started at 16. For about 3 years, I was making money, and it slowly went super up, and then all of a sudden it went down, right?
Yeah.
I lost everything, fell off completely.
About
to myself. It's a real story. This is a real story. This isn't a joke. Why are you smiling?
Why you smiling?
Every 9-to-5 worker has been there.
So
That's
going
why.
back to what you said, how you have a support system. I moved across the country.
Every 9-to-5 worker has been there.
So
That's
going
why.
back to what you said, how you have a support system.
You never
I
did
moved
a
across the
book by its
country
cover.
from
Hold
my
on.
parents at the age of 19, lived alone in an apartment, was paying a certain amount of money every single month, and I was losing money. I wasn't making enough money to pay my like I had money in my bank for my rent, but I wasn't making more than my rent.
Yeah.
So I was losing.
You were in the red every month.
I was in the
I
red
got
every
you.
single month. Girlfriend broke up with me at the time, so alone
whammy.
across the country. So it's like when you're alone too and everything's going down, where's my support system?
Why are they cracking? Yo, I ain't gonna lie, the shorty in the back been cracking up too goddamn much. That granny back there, hold on.
So it's like when you're alone too and everything's going down.
Yo, why? Yo.
Where's my support system?
I don't like why she laughing, bro.
Okay, so I have a question. You said that for the first 4 years you started streaming, you had no income. How are you able to survive?
I lived with my mom. I was 16.
Wait.
So that to a certain extent is privilege.
That's privilege.
It is.
But my mom. How's that privilege?
It's privilege because you have the support system to have a place to live.
Well, at 15, 16, I would hope I have parents that would live with
Yeah,
me.
what are we talking about?
But a lot of people don't, and they have to take 9
That's
to
a whole
5.
different discussion.
Okay, now we are getting off We're getting off the topic, bro. What are we talking about right now? Okay, most people in the world will have a place. See me not say that. You know what? All right, let's keep going.
So
It don't make no sense.
Don't have houses.
A lot of
when they
people
working
don't
9 to
have
5s?
families that support them or accept
But that's a
them.
whole different conversation. What does that have to do with the 9 to 5?
Because they still need to survive. So the fact that you were given
So
the
how did you move to LA?
I moved across the country as well with my mom when I was 15 years old.
Do you not think that's privileged?
I mean, we moved into a 1-bedroom in Santa Monica and shared a trundle bed, so.
Okay, well, I was reselling shoes to afford my mom's.
Why are we having a discussion to who was most down bad and grew up poor, nigga? That has nothing to do with this. It's streaming harder than 9 to 5. We getting off the topic. No cap.
I get it. I've definitely helped my family out in times where I was able
They
to, but I also
having a broke off, bro. You need knee surgery. Oh, thank you. Yeah, I'll get it soon, nigga.
had to have my family support me in order for me to have certain opportunities to make money in the first
Yeah, right.
place.
Yeah,
So
come on, bro.
if you didn't have content creation, what would you be doing?
It's a great question. I don't know because I didn't set my goals that way. I set up my life to that. I know I would do what I want to do. If we all got paid the same every single month, let's say just in simple terms, we all got paid $100,000 a month, a crazy amount of money. Would you guys still, truthfully, I'm asking a serious question, would you guys say that all of our jobs are harder than each other, truthfully?
Yeah, if she was a nurse, she had to go to medical school for years just to be able to have her
But
foot
she
in the
knew
door.
that she was getting security because she was going to be a nurse, correct?
Not secure.
How is it not secure if you knew what you were going to do?
Nothing's secure.
Nothing's secure. You just proved my point. But you just proved my point.
No job is secure, but content creation gives you the ability to have those savings, to have an audience. And even if you do lose all your followers one day,
Yeah.
even if
Let's
you
say I
lose,
lost it all tomorrow.
you still have residuals of your previous viral
But that's-
videos. Even if people are hating on
that's
you and
not
shitting on you, that's still adding to.
Bro, if you were to lose, if people stop watching, whatever the case is, bro, then you're not gonna make no money. Like what, bro? What are you talking about? Alright.
Goes into your pocket.
There's literally doctors who do one surgery and make hundreds of thousands of dollars.
Because they were trained for decades and they had to go to
So
school.
were we.
You went to school to be a content creator?
Streamer University.
Yeah. Right? Nah, them having a broke off was crazy though. I'm not gonna lie. Now they do average crazy monthly. I'm not gonna lie, bro. I'm gonna be honest. Streamer, most jobs being a streamer is way easier than working 9 to 5, bro. I ain't gonna lie.
How you doing, bro?
Good, how you doing?
Alex.
Gabe.
Gabe, how we doing?
I'm doing good. So first of all, I want to say I do respect all of you for what you do. I mean, you guys do work, but you do not work as hard as people who have a regular job.
You don't know that.
I mean, that I do know it for sure. It's very clear. People have to wake up and do their routine over and over again. It's not a daily thing, it's a weekly thing, it's a monthly thing, it's a yearly thing, it's a life thing. And if they screw up, they lose their jobs. And they always have to be careful because if they do something weird, they say something weird to their coworker or their boss, they're gonna lose their job. If you lose some followers because of something you say, you'll get other followers.
Now his eyebrows are thick, I ain't gonna lie, they are. But bro, off this Twitch, yeah, I ain't gonna lie, content creators really do make mad, bro. Like, you just told me Lacey made 150 on Twitch, 60 on Snapchat. That's in 1 month, bro. Like, I ain't gonna lie. That's insane, boy. That is insane. My boy with the messed up forces right here. On the jack, chilling.
Followers, and you have a large following enough where there's enough of a range of perspectives that people will always be on board for you as long as you're producing content. People who screw up at their jobs and lose their jobs, and maybe there's a recession, there's not a lot of jobs, as could be now. They get potentially homeless or worse.
You ever heard of cancel culture?
What's that? Yeah, of course I've heard of it. But how many people have been canceled and came back? I mean, it happens all the time. Your boss is not going to be loyal to you if you don't get that thing in on time 5 times.
Okay, but check it
you're
out.
done.
Okay, so listen. But to be able to get that loyal following of people that do follow you, you need to build that over years and years and years and hours of trust and communication and intimate relationships with your audience.
Okay, so
that's not something that's just given to you. You don't just fall into 1 million subscribers, 2 million subscribers, 3 million subscribers.
Of course not. It takes work for sure. But like what you guys are talking about in terms of like the toll it takes on you, a large part of it, and let me tell you something, I'm a little older than you guys, so a large part of it is just general angst from being young, and you just happen to have a camera in front of you and like talking to people or whatever, but at the same time, like, you're doing exactly what most people are doing, which is dealing with life stuff, and that's normal. Like the mental toll that it takes dealing with people and getting comments and this and that, that's what everybody deals with. But you don't have to wake up at 6 in the morning and get to your job and then be there and like be on the whole time, no matter what.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I hate that like people be talking on the side and like they just like kind of jump in, bro. I mean, that's what the table's there for, you feel me?
Anyone who has a 9 to 5 has to do that.
I said, what do you do?
Well, I'm a college professor, so. I have to do that same
so
sort
you
of.
just gotta come in and teach the same shit for the next 10, 15 years?
Yes, you're right.
Come on, bro.
Right,
You already know what you're doing.
We have to produce new shit every day.
For me in particular, to Silky's point, you're a college professor, so you're essentially reteaching the same curriculum to the same students.
That I had to take
what I'm
years
saying?
to learn, but
you know
yes.
what I'm saying? But I started making content when I was 12 years old.
Okay.
It started out playing Call of Duty trick shotting. I don't think anybody in this room could hit a crane shot. I don't know if anyone in this room could hit a shot.
I don't know if that's something to be proud of, but okay.
So I had to do that for 4 years, right? And then I'm like, okay. Then I had to do YouTube for 4 years, right? And then I had to do FaZe Clan, build FaZe Clan out, fix FaZe Clan, and then do streaming.
Okay.
So
with how many people helping you?
How many people helping me?
Yeah.
Come on now.
For which stages?
All of them. There were a lot. You had a team.
When I was
it just you? Like
No. It was just me. There's receipts of this.
It wasn't built on the shoulders of anyone?
There's receipts on YouTube of me.
Okay, well, where did YouTube come from?
When I was 13,
how did YouTube become so easy? Because a bunch of people worked their butts off 9 to 5, making it a thing.
That's what you
didn't exist, you couldn't press play, you couldn't press record, and then just talk.
The fact that you have a campus to teach on. Then boom, there you go.
Right, but I also had to spend years earning my credentials and mastering.
And I did it.
Come on, guys.
These are. All right, keep
Your
going.
credentials are playing video games. I play video games on my spare time. Come on, guys.
So you just want to get paid to play video games. This is okay. We understand.
I'm Vicky, and my perspective is coming from a hair and makeup artist, physical job. Doesn't seem like any of you guys can even compete with the physicality.
Brother.
You guys
I know how to do a 3-strand braid.
Just sitting on your butt and talking into a microphone.
know.
Very different. Very different than having to get in the
Nah, he was though. I ain't gonna lie,
you
Silent.
carry all of your gear. You've got to carry all of your hair, makeup, all of your supplies. You have to haul it around. Get up early in the morning. You stand on your feet all day. You never sit down.
I hear you. I hear you.
You're breathing in toxic chemicals all day.
All right, can I talk?
Hairspray.
Listen, so your whole thing.
So it's dangerous.
Listen,
Your job isn't dangerous. Your job isn't physically taxing. You're just talking into a microphone.
So listen. So your whole thing. Your whole thing is we can't do what you do, right?
It's not physical. I'm saying that a 9-to-5 job where you physically have to do some hauling around stuff.
So I physically can't haul around
a
bags of like makeup. You physically could never trick shot. You could not hit a crane shot. You can't 1080. You can't hold a controller and make a 200K montage. You can't. Come on, man. None of you can.
I ain't gonna lie, yo, I'm about to start watching it down. No Glaze. I ain't gonna lie, he's funny, bro.
None of you can physically
and you have to
do
do that for 12 hours a day.
Yes. Actually, yes.
He's taking him 4 days to hit a trick shot. It's taking you 4 days to hit a trick shot.
Actually, yes, I would have to do
that. And then your day is never done. When you're done doing that, is your job done? Do you have to go shopping and replace all of the things that you use?
No. Listen,
you have to clean all of your gear.
You don't know about dry streaks. You don't know about hit markers.
But when you're done, you're
done.
done.
You don't know about if the Elgato wasn't on.
When you're done, you're done.
Can you imagine these things?
Oh my God, disable resample.
If I rendered my video in Vegas and I sent the editor the clips without disabling resample.
Oh my God.
My montage is fucked. Your main underlying argument here is what you do is physically
day to day.
Okay. Your main thing is what you do is physically more taxing and hard than what any of us
and
do.
Dangerous.
I could say the same thing. You cannot physically trick shot. You could never. I would go as far as
how many hours a day do you trick shot?
I don't think.
How many hours?
She don't even know. She's like, how many hours do you trick shot? Like what?
Day do you trick shot? How many hours?
When I was trick shotting, it was 12 hours a day. It was however long I needed to. However long I needed to hit a clip.
12 hours a day every day.
5 seconds.
And that clip is
he carries a Barrett 50 cal and he jumps off of stuff.
I would have to get on Call of Duty, turn my sense all the way up to 1010. I would have to get to lab.
My boy solid with that. So 5 months in a row. I appreciate that, my boy. I appreciate that, my boy.
I would have to pray to God that he would be in the right spot, throw the concussion. Now I gotta have my rotations down. I gotta have my rotations.
Dead zones. Talk about the dead zones.
Talk about dead zones.
Stick drift.
Stick drift.
Thing is, for the most part, but that is not all YouTubers that are doing something physical. A lot of it is just talking.
Yeah, but she also said it was dangerous. We could walk around IRL stream and someone could rob us or kill us.
That is true.
Wait, they're laughing. That's happened recently.
I've gotten a pumpkin thrown on my head by a crackhead.
A crackhead ran up to him on stream and almost
died.
Almost decapitated him.
He quoted his thoughts.
Yeah.
My name is Thelma. It's a pleasure to meet you, sir. I am very occupational. My last job, I worked as a librarian with elementary school children.
So
I have been an executive secretary, legal.
Very quiet, peaceful.
Yes, yes, all that. You know, because it's who you are. That we create social media all the time because that's what we are. We're 9-to-5ers, and we interact.
I'm locked in.
And,
I'm locked in.
Have energy with people.
Run that back. My fault. Go ahead.
All that. You know, because it's who you are. That we create social media all the time because that's what we are. We're 9-to-5ers, and we interact and have energy with people. Where I don't think that you guys have that.
We have energy.
Are you serious?
You have false energy because you're across the screen. You're not interacting with people like we do.
So what are we doing right now?
Interactive?
What are we doing right now?
You're doing it now because we're doing a video.
Wait, isn't she debating for us? That's making it harder for us.
Do you know that there's millions of people?
Now I'm not gonna have all y'all gang up on me.
There's millions of people who watch a video who save lives every day, probably more than doctors.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Yes. There's people that live.
Hey, that's what they say though. People be like, "Listen, you saved my life, gang. You saved my life by me watching you." Hey, that's what they be saying. I'm just saying.
They stay alive because they want to watch our videos.
You know about
my boy Tony, what's good, Tony?
Going out into the clubs at night, staying out till 10 o'clock in the morning, trying to get up at 6 o'clock in the morning so you can get dressed.
So you was having fun?
Hell yeah.
Okay, so.
So, but I'm saying it's like you guys don't do the interaction. You don't touch people like this.
Okay, now.
What kind of shit's going on?
Okay, Auntie, yeah. Okay, Grandma, get him over here.
Go to the club, you get to put some shades on, and you go by your day to work. We can't do that because we have thousands of people.
But is
You're
that
drunk,
your choice?
You're high. You're
But
hungover.
is that
Just
your
get off
choice?
screen. We don't want to see you like this.
But is that your choice?
We don't like you like this. Why are you doing this?
But is that your choice? You chose that. You chose this
No,
life.
that's the thing. We can't. We
And
can't
that's what's
do what
happening
you do.
now. That's what's happening now with the whole world. It's a total disconnect. When you have a 9 to 5, you dealing with people. You touching people's hearts,
We deal with
souls,
people's
mind. No, you are not.
Do you know how many bands we meet a day?
I think. Look, I appreciate you. I appreciate you, and I respect what you do.
Do you
because
watch
I think-
any entertainment?
Oh my God.
Of course I watch
So do
entertainment.
you
I
ever-
got kids.
wait,
I got grandkids.
Do you ever laugh? Do you ever laugh?
Of course I laugh.
So then they
We're
interact with
touching
you.
them.
But the interaction is
Did
not
it make you
real.
feel better?
When I'm watching
Wait, did it make you feel better?
What make me feel
Have you
better?
ever
It all
watched-
depends on
have you ever been
it all
entertained?
depends- it
Have you
all
ever been
depends
entertained
on
and be like,
what's coming.
oh, I feel good?
Some of it is
I gotta
fake.
take it right now.
Some of it is fake.
You see, you're not answering.
So now let me.
Okay, well let me answer your because I'm debating him.
Okay, yeah.
But go ahead.
Right after
Yeah, I don't know why you keep doing that. It's just let them talk at the table, gangs.
Right after this, I got you. Right
Okay,
now. Go
all
ahead.
right, come on.
So when you're entertained, have you ever?
We
felt
doing
like
reaction right now.
Watch something? You never felt like that?
Yeah, sure.
So what's the difference with us?
The difference with you is that you guys do this 24/7. That's all you do.
Yeah.
Do you know? You're just like you. Wait a minute. Somebody made a comment about, oh, I can't even go out with my girlfriend, or I can't even go out in public.
That's right.
I can go out in public and be seen.
So it's
You know what?
easier.
I'm a very social.
What's
I'm a
up?
very social person. I'm very popular in where I do and where I am. I do social media.
I'm saying what we do has not affected people. It's not real.
What is her argument? I don't even feel like she's good to the. She's just saying. What? She's not winning this debate. I don't. What's going on,
How
bro?
come when I go out in public and I meet someone,
What
and
the
I'm like,
hell?
Oh my God, wait. I loved
The
you when I
hell?
was growing up. You were my childhood. I used to watch you
Or their
every
hands
single
shaking,
day.
their hands shaking.
Like you were my child. You know how like we grew up watching Disney Channel?
Yep.
I've had kids
Ben
come
10.
up hundreds of times throughout years of my life. Had kids come up to me and say these things. So
Okay.
I'm Robbie. I'm a server at an Italian restaurant.
Come on, bro. Life's easy.
Oh, that's not fair.
He has the same menu, makes the same food every day.
Fir-
bro.
First thing I'm gonna say is nobody's gonna say being a nurse isn't hard, because my aunt was. That is the
My
most
mom
difficult
was.
shit. How are you gonna disrespect your mom like
No,
that,
she
dude?
is right now.
You're gonna disrespect
She
your mom
loves
and
it.
say that your work is harder?
She tells
That
me
is
it's
so
easy.
rude,
Because
honestly.
She works 2 of them.
Okay,
She works at 2 hospitals.
Let me ask you something.
She said it's mad easy. She could work at 2 hospitals.
No disrespect, but what you do, I'm not your target audience. So break it down for me, because I don't even get it.
Oh my God.
Let me ask you something.
You just said I'm not your target audience because I'm black. You don't watch me because I'm black. This is what I'm talking about. It's harder.
He has to get judged every
I gotta get
single
judged every day. Everybody thinks I'm a hoodlum. I'm a nice guy.
He's a jolly dude.
I can't get a job because I got tats. I used to work at Costco's. I had the greatest 401k granted to me. That means that when I retire, I get the biggest stipend of my life. Do you know I could just sit there and just meat pack all day just to really realize that, what, maybe 20 years I'm gonna be sitting on millions because I worked at Costco's?
Yeah, Will.
Yeah, well.
okay.
I didn't have to interact with nobody, just packing meat.
Yeah, well.
Come on, bro.
Is what you do fun?
I mean,
Do you enjoy what you do?
if I make it fun,
Do you make it fun?
I could make it fun.
Yes or no, is what you do fun?
Not everything's fun.
What isn't fun? Break it down for me. What do you do in a day? We'll swap stories. What do you do in a day?
Okay, so it's very stressful, right?
No, not fun at all. Because this dude was talking for 20 minutes about playing video games.
Whoa. It sounds like you're jealous. I'm not gonna
You're on his decent.
Ew, nigga, it sound like you're jealous, buddy.
No.
Oh,
Yeah.
thank you.
Thank you. Yeah,
Hey,
yeah.
that was sarcasm. You didn't read it. No, I'd like to.
No. Listen. Listen to the time that I wake up.
You know, he has a punchable face. I'm not gonna lie. He has one of those faces where you just want to smack a nigga. I'm just saying. He just has it.
I wake up maybe 3, 4 p.m. Know what I'm saying? I'm already drowsy because I just smoked the night before. You know why I gotta smoke? Because I just deal with thousands of people. I don't even like people. I gotta deal with thousands of them.
No, he's not saying.
No, let him.
No, let him stay. You gonna stay for this, right?
Wait, but you still haven't described what you've done other than smoking pot and waking up at 4.
Okay, waking up at 4 p.m., right? Now wake up, I gotta brush my teeth, right? Gotta make sure, cause I got a lot of comments now. You know, he don't brush his grills. What does his real teeth look like? I gotta make sure.
Hey,
that
yo.
yeah.
He got Chanel earrings like a bad bitch.
And his girls. And
Let me put this in real quick. This nigga need me to put this shit in real quick. White socks. He said white socks. So shit. My fault. Brewers and Cubs. This is a Brewers game right here. We good. Let's get it.
Sometimes. So,
Yeah. This, you know what I'm saying?
See him.
I gotta make sure I'm freshly shaven. I'm not shaving. I gotta make sure that my yeah.
He got Chanel earrings like a bad bitch.
And there's girls in his chat too sometimes. So,
Yeah.
you know.
This, you know what I'm saying?
See him.
I gotta make sure I'm freshly shaven. I'm not shaving for this video. I already know what's gonna happen. It's about to be negative comments. Yo, shave that little scruffy shit on your face. Cool, right? Now I have to game Marvel Rivals, but probably 1 to 2 hours before stream. You know why? Because I don't get to game it for after work. Like I could just game it after work, bro. I can't. You know what I'm saying? You can't just do that, right? After I do that, now I gotta sit here and plan with somebody what I'm gonna do for the stream today. Oh, looks like we got no content. All right, let's see if we can just scrubble something around.
No content, no money.
No content, no money. Now look, probably by 8 or 9 p.m., I'm still probably thinking I gotta do something for stream. My mind is fried.
You know what's crazy?
My mind is
8, 9 p.m. for him? Oh, I did my work today.
You already did
I did my work today.
You took the same boss already.
You're going to sleep.
I don't want to hog the space here too much, but do you know the expression, give a man enough rope?
You're losing me.
No, I don't know this. I don't know.
Basically, you're talking yourself into a hole, man. Okay, my turn. I'll be brief.
Wait, give a man a rope.
What is he?
Wait,
it means,
is that racist?
wait.
You're losing me.
Expression, give a man enough rope.
You're losing me.
Wait, what?
What?
I don't want to hog the space here too much, but do you know the expression, give a man enough rope?
He is not helping his case against black people. I'm not gonna lie. He is wildin'.
You're losing me.
No, I don't know this. I don't know.
Basically, you're talking yourself into a hole, man. Okay, my turn. I'll be brief.
Wait, give a man a rope.
What is he?
Wait,
it means,
is that racist?
Wow.
Get this racist out here. There's no social cues.
Right.
Oh, you're back?
Oh, you're back?
Rhonda.
Your black auntie.
Yeah.
That's what I want to say. You say you don't like people. It's all about relationships that you got with people. So when you say shit like that, do you really mean that?
Do I not like people?
You said
I'm an introvert. I'd rather be in my own space. I'd rather be by myself.
And that's okay. But what is it that you're doing that's helping other people?
What am I doing?
He's touching people. I'm not gonna lie. Y'all not making good cases. Listen, he's touching people though. Like, you feel me? You already said it though. You already said it. Let's keep going.
I'm a superhero.
He's a hero.
I'm a superhero, no cape.
All right, Jason. You touching me too? Just slap the grandma. She on demon time.
How you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
You look great.
That's right. I'm Thelma again.
I believe 9 to 5 is harder. I mean, fuck.
Hey, you just gave it away. All right. You just let them win. And the video is done.
No. I believe.
I think dreaming is so much harder. Why are you doing it?
I can't have a public relationship because of the public eye and how they judge my relationships. I had a breakup with a girlfriend that I loved so dearly because I chose streaming.
So my question.
I loved her.
My question.
I loved her, and you're laughing.
My question again.
Yo, she's been crying, laughing this whole goddamn video. Like every time that I've seen her, she's laughing. What is so funny, bro? Now, what really is that funny?
And my question, if you think it's so much harder, why are you doing it?
Because I'm passionate about it.
Okay, so you love it. You love streaming. So do you love it more than you loved that girlfriend?
That's what I had to decide.
Oh.
I had to make sacrifice.
So
And that's what you have to do.
So you lost the human touch.
But guess what? If I had a 9 to 5,
lost the human touch.
If I was flipping burgers, I could have had a girlfriend still.
But you lost the human touch for the streaming.
Being a streamer, you have to be judged on thousands on thousands of people's opinions every single day. 9 to 5 person, maybe one,
But,
2, 3.
okay, and then back to my point, is that your choice? Was that your choice?
But that's not the point, though. The point
No,
is,
that's my point.
It's not we're not like. What are you talking about? You saying that's their choice? Okay, then that's your choice to have a job. You could have got a better one. Fuck, are you talking about? Wrong button. Could have got a better one. If you were talking about choices, we all could make different choices. Like what? What?
That's my point.
Streaming is hard.
Was that
that's the point.
you gave up your girlfriend for streaming? Come on now.
Shit, he ran up a bag. He
Yeah.
ran up a bag.
You ripped that bag. I ain't gonna lie. You ripped that motherfucker bag.
It comes to a point. Do I pick love and a future with someone I care dearly for, or do I pick
something that I
future
love,
for something that I'm passionate about, and motion? I pick motion.
Lala Costa.
Lala Costa? Yes. Amazing name.
Lala Costa. Okay, that's different. I ain't gonna lie. That's different.
She makes a percent off people's fuck ups. I like that.
If you had an opportunity to get a 9 to 5, that you could create your like whatever you want,
Yes,
9
I
to
would.
5, you would take it?
Yes.
Because why?
Because I don't even enjoy streaming anymore.
You don't? What? Come to this side.
No, but I have to because this is what I built my career off of.
You feel stuck.
I feel stuck, yeah.
Have you ever watched a show and you stopped watching it?
Mm.
Have you ever watched a show and you were like,
All the time.
It's the same thing.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I have to.
That TV show can't. It's done. What happened to all those actors?
It's
after that?
canceled
They gotta
because I
go to-
stopped watching?
Well, no, I'm saying if thousands of you
Honey.
stopped watching.
Then it's over.
I think you guys are mixing all the issues.
Cartoon Network. It's like
and
they
not
got
focusing-
millions.
That's how Lord Max is being. I forgot he should be in this video, bro. What? I'm like, yo, wait, I forgot about Max. Damn. Okay.
People, you guys know what Cartoon Network is?
Damn.
He's gone.
Yo, Max, come back, bro.
Would you come up with a different brand then?
All those people are gone. Yeah, but pivot. That's the point.
All right.
Nice to meet you.
I'm a professional model, but
Okay.
I've worked since I was at the age of 14.
Okay.
I was a gamer too.
I just think personally, like I agree with Jason that I think streaming does take a certain more than a 9 to 5, and I also think everybody in here, right? If you guys all try to be a streamer, right, and then we all try to do what you guys do,
You get L's in your chat.
the probability
You get L's in your
of
chat.
being an attorney is way higher than somebody making streaming a career.
Absolutely, your job.
In 2025, roughly 0.4 to 0.42% of Americans are likely to be licensed practicing attorneys, equivalent to about 1 in every 240 people.
You just got lucky because you're a gamer. You got lucky. There's so many people like you
I was
out
talented.
there.
It wasn't
These
pure
days,
luck.
everybody's an influencer. Come on.
No. But
So many.
no.
It's different. It's different.
Specifically, what I do, I'm not posting selfies around the world. It's basically all pure talent.
Wait,
Okay.
Can I just why is he lucky? Why do we all get lucky though?
What is your
Are we talking about streaming is harder than 9 to 5?
talent?
Yeah.
Call of Duty. I was a professional Call of Duty player, like actual the
So you were
gaming.
sitting at home and you're thinking, what am I going to do with my life while you were gaming? You're like, oh, let's put a
I was
camera.
16, so it wasn't really like
yeah,
that.
you weren't really thinking of what should I do with my life, like what should I study, what should I like, where does my life go? You just got lucky.
It's not luck. It's
because-
just he's determined. He knows that's the only route.
He didn't get lucky. He put in hours.
Yeah, no.
That's what we do too. We go to
it
school,
wasn't
we
luck.
study.
Everybody's a little bit of luck. I think people who don't have a job, they feel they want to get lucky by getting a job. So I think people even having a job is some sort of luck.
He said, how many people of us could do this? No, it's luck. It's 1 of a million because for whatever
How is
reason.
that luck? If 1 out of a million, that one has to be the best.
That's not even 1 of a million. I'm not going to... Okay. Iran USA and Israel is crashing out. We are doing this. Yeah, we're cooked.
So how are you going to dismiss
Is
all
he
his
the
hard
best?
work and all of his
Is he the
talent?
best?
What you want us to do, Flex?
No. Let me give my statistics. There was over 300,000 people that played Warzone last year. This is the game that I play.
Okay.
I got 4th. So I was a top 12 player across the entire world.
And you're telling him
like-
you're
So that's not luck. That's
like
pure
less than
that's pure
1%.
skill.
So you're dismissing, is Michael Jordan lucky? Is LeBron James lucky?
Yes.
Are they lucky?
I mean,
No, they
have a
worked.
talent. They have
They
a
worked.
talent.
They had a
but
team.
as-
So what
you
do you
know how
do?
many talented people out there and don't get the chance, they don't get the shot at it?
I don't want to take up his time. So he's not talented?
No, that's not what I'm saying. Not
That's
at
what
all.
you just said.
You just said it.
You quite literally.
I
get
said
to where
a
he
lot
is.
of people are talented don't get the shot to do what he does.
Or people who
So
make it
it's
to the
luck.
NBA.
But I didn't even get a shot. It was I did it off the strength.
He put the work in. What are we talking about? Just like you put the work in to go get the degree to go go get a job. What are we talking about? This argument no matter what you do, you gotta put the work in. You feel me? Everybody, no one got to this shit lucky, bro. It's just that, nigga, you make more bread in entertainment than you do in a 9 to 5. Nigga, what the hell?
Me, there was no one who gave me a shot.
Fucking discussion,
like
bro.
I simply was. You dead ass?
Yo,
what
gave me a shot or anything like that. I didn't even get a shot. It was I did it off the strength of me. There was no one who gave me a shot or anything like that. I simply was.
Oh, that nigga dying laughing.
Yo, you being serious?
Why you laughing?
Why they laughing, bro?
It's not luck. I've been doing this for 13 years. I uploaded 3,000 videos. 2,000 was I edited myself while I went to college, worked a job, and still went to school.
And yeah,
so that's not. I mean, if that's fucking,
stand on it. Stand on it.
If that's luck,
where's the luck at in that equation?
Again.
is there a percentage? We are all lucky in some way, right? If we all have a job, we're lucky in some sort of way. But
God bless.
off of specific pure talent. And I worked
Pure.
when I was 16.
Again,
I'm smacking.
I don't know many talented people. I'm not saying about you.
Yeah.
Just talk in general. And there's so many people that are very talented never get a shot because they don't do the right thing. They don't go the right path. They don't meet the right people.
So now we're talking about choices. That's the choice that they made. What does that have to do with streaming is harder than 9 to 5?
So there are so many even talented actors here. They never get a shot. So I'm just saying it's pure luck.
It wasn't luck. I just saw an opportunity and just genuinely took it. It wasn't a handout. It was simply just, you know what, I'm talented at Call of Duty. This is
I
what
see
wanna
what you
do.
mean.
It took me 8 years to make it a career.
Oh my gosh, she's laughing again? Bro, no way she's laughing again. Hold on. She's laughing again.
It took me 8 years to make it a career. Is there something funny?
It's a freaking video game.
It's a talent.
And we can say about her, she just cooked some frozen food. You don't even know how to cook, nigga. What are we talking about? This is what I'm talking. Yo, listen, you can't have me on here. I can't, because I don't start rationing niggas. What you talking about, bitch? You was in the school lunch line, nigga, talking about next kid. You was heating up some frozen food, nigga. You wasn't doing nothing, nigga. We can all heat up some frozen food, nigga. My little cousin that's 7 years old, nigga, go heat up some fucking frozen food. You ain't do shit. Talking about, man, shut up, bro. Get this bitch out of here. The fuck,
Okay, see the
bro?
dick ride? Hey, he's made tens of millions of dollars playing video games, so.
Exactly, that's that privilege. That's that privilege.
But I'm saying though, you couldn't hop on a game and do what I do.
You couldn't do it.
That's a skill.
Your son couldn't do it.
Granny getting this D, I'm not gonna lie. Oh my god, y'all are. Oh yeah.
I'm saying though, you couldn't hop on a game and do what I do.
You couldn't do it.
That's a skill.
Your son couldn't do it.
some
Your
people-
grandkids couldn't do it. Your son's grandkids could never do it.
Anything that takes a talent.
The genes are done. They can't do it. They can't.
How many hours
can't.
a day did you spend?
When I was younger?
Yeah, when you were younger.
Oh, I would wake up 3 hours before school. So I wake up at 4 a.m. and I would play before school. Bus would come at 7. I go to home, come back, and do it again. I was 16. What's funny?
See, there's a disconnect here because to you guys, when you guys were growing up, yes, it was just video games, it was whatever. But when we were coming up, we're like, wait, maybe we can make this career. Maybe if we get good enough at it and we create.
Do you not
good
think?
enough
Do you not
content,
think if you're talented at something, it's a God-given gift?
Video games is not like.
You don't think you don't think it's talent.
You're just too old to understand.
That's yeah. It's just, I
That's
can't.
what I'm saying. She's too old to understand that. Cause I ain't gonna lie, there's a million people that play the game every day, but they're not as good as I.
Y'all could
I
never
gotta
play
keep it a-
FNCS either. It's
I
the
gotta
same
keep
shit.
it a buck. There's a disconnect.
Same
You come
shit.
from a generation where this didn't exist. This career. You looked at this career and you laughed. Now, how come in colleges they're teaching courses on content creation and esports?
Oh.
When you grew up, this didn't exist. So no wonder you're gonna laugh when you hear this shit because you're from a completely different generation. You just don't get it, and I don't know if you ever will be able to wrap your head around it.
Oh.
And it's fun, but it's like
And that's
again, it's
okay.
Oh, you gotta
That's
fight
fun.
back.
That's
You gotta
okay.
fight back. I'm not gonna lie.
Nice meeting you.
I'm Ronnie.
Ronnie, nice to
This
meet you.
past-
My name's Ronnie.
You were talking about job security. Are you familiar with layoffs, with being furloughed? Like taking it back to.
You can easily fall off. That is not a good point. I'm not gonna lie. And honestly, bro, it's easier to get a job than make money on making money with streaming, bro. I'm not gonna lie. Like, what are we talking about right now? What is this argument? You can never do it. There's also a lot of jobs which content creator can never do. That's what I'm saying. I already said this in the beginning, bro. I said, like, I think the only harder jobs between 9 to 5, bro, is construction and, like, doctors, lawyers, like, shit like that. But if we're talking about, like warehouse jobs, desk jobs, whatever the case is, bro, they're like the same, bro. I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna be honest.
That's being what? What does that even mean?
You lose everything. Every dollar. Everything. You lose everything.
Okay, and then you can rebuild yourself back. You
the same way you can do if you get laid off. You get a
yeah,
new
that's
job.
it's kind of
exactly. Wait.
Like,
I don't know. Back in 2020, when everybody was getting furloughed, everybody was like, "Oh, let me go to social media." That's kind of an easy alternative. So that seems kind of easy.
I know, but if you lose a job, you
just get another one.
No, you can search for. You have an opportunity to search for another one. No?
Okay, I've been searching for another one for 10 months.
Well, you need to do something different. That's just what it is. I'm not gonna lie. Or you have to stick down and go to a job that you know that was hire you. A lot of people be going through this. You know what it is. And I'm not saying because the job market is very hard to get. Like it's very hard, bro. Like it's way harder than what it is. A couple years back, whatever the case is, bro. But you're probably do something wrong. There's always gonna be you have to increase. You have to do something better. And on top of that, you're probably looking for a job that you think you're up to here. But you might have to just stoop down a little bit low and go get that other job. You feel me? Like, nigga, go get some bread. There ain't no way I'm not gonna go get some bread. You feel me? I might go get a job that I know I'm not gonna be here for a while, but I need some money in my pocket. That's what you need to do. You complain about having a job for 10 months? What the fuck you been doing for 10 months? I don't even know how you living. Like, nigga, that shit don't even sound right to me. No cap. Nigga, you go make money on DoorDash, Uber Eats, something. You sound crazy. But you're not doing that because you feel like you should have this up here job. Nigga, man, get the fuck out of here, bro.
Interview.
So ass, exactly. Open up them legs. That coochie work. Facts.
Why you
do something? But 10 months, no job? God damn.
Day, give the same spiel. Have to give that smile of walking through
I
my resume.
I uploaded videos for 7 years and barely got any views.
And you uploaded 7 videos and didn't get any views?
Went to school and still...
And paid rent?
Yes, I still worked. I worked.
Oh, so that you had another job?
As a parking attendant, yes.
Okay, and was that harder?
Then what?
Than streaming?
No, I was on my phone all the time.
Oh, as a parking attendant, that doesn't sound like you were doing a very good job.
I was chilling.
You were chilling. You weren't good at your job.
He's waiting for...
When cars park, they're done. Like, it doesn't... I don't have to...
Well,
I'm not security.
That's
I just
a
go...
1 9
I go like
to
this. I
5.
go like this. Yo, right there, I bet. Do you think an aspect of playing video games is a talent?
I would say it's a skill.
Exactly. If you really want to work, you'll find something, bro. I'm telling you could definitely find something, bro. Like, chatting, bro. No.
I wouldn't call it a talent. You can master it with,
But millions play video games, but there are very few people who are genuinely gifted at it.
Gifted? What are they, Mozart?
How is it not a talent? Why is it not a talent what he does?
You know what? I'm open to it being a talent. I think it's a skill. I think it's something you can master. I don't think you're a Mozart that you have this gift of like, whoa, when I put my thumb here and this thumb there and do this combo, I do this
You'd be
flip.
surprised. There's people out there who are genuinely
They have their opposable thumbs like
gifted.
so good.
That's like saying, here's a paintbrush, go paint me Picasso.
Yeah,
that's
like
what?
I'm saying this is so hard. If there's certain games that have $1 million prize pools, if there's a skill you could just learn and you're looking for a job for 10 months, go pick up a controller and go hop in this $1 million tournament and win it.
You couldn't
Perhaps.
win it. You couldn't. You couldn't
qualify.
You couldn't.
What do you mean I wouldn't
You can't even find your OBS stream key. Stop playing.
I need to work for it, but
So but you're dismissing what he does. You're just dismissing.
I'm
Like,
not
oh,
dismissing. I'm saying
it's
that's
not a
easy.
skill. It's not a talent.
I
Like,
said it's a skill.
it's
I
easy.
didn't say it's a talent. I said it's a skill. It's a skill that
But
you can
how
own.
do you know if it's easy if you haven't done it? Like if you
I
don't.
played Mario Kart. I've played other games.
Oh my god, shut this bitch up. Oh my god. Sometimes bitches need to shut the fuck up. I don't care what no one's. Hey man, listen, bro. Bro, this be chatting, bro. You're just saying shit. Like you're not even hearing what you're saying. That's what gets me tight. Like at least people like that were talking before, but they understood like they just had their own mindset. Whatever the case is, get with their like they can understand what they were going through, bro. Whatever the case, like she's just like stupid. Like I play Mario Kart, okay, bitch. We're not good at it. Like nigga, he's good at it. What's there not to get about when he's talking? It's like he's saying something, but you're not listening. You're just listening to speak, not listening to hear, bro. That's just what it is, bro.
Not a professional level, though.
Ron said he wouldn't even find your OBS key. Not bullshit, dude.
No, not a professional level because that's not what I'm trying to pursue.
I know. So, but you don't understand what it takes to be on that sort of level. So how can you try to dismiss it and say it's yours is harder? How do you know?
What does it take to be on that
because
level?
I've worked at 9 to 5.
Yeah. What does it take to be on that level?
Just gift, and you got to play all
Just
the time.
gift?
Tens of thousands of hours of work.
Uh-huh.
Yes, you do.
And filming and constantly.
I'm just talking about pure skill. As far as like the videos and stuff like that, just off pure skill.
I had to put tens of thousands of hours.
Could you get a
into my
refresh second
studies.
zone, Tarping? Could you?
I have no idea what you said.
Could you get a refresh going into second zone with no match? I
I can also put. I can circle back and give
Do
you
you know how to
different
short
terms
launch pad?
from
When
my
you're trying to get to third
industries.
zone, third moving. Do you know how to short?
No,
launch
I
pad?
don't. But if I
Exactly,
want,
you couldn't, but Excel sheet, you can do Excel sheet.
no, but exactly.
Hey, y'all gotta explain these things.
These
As
refreshes
a
don't come to
babysitter,
you.
I can talk to you about the different things I do and ask you, could you do that? No, but if you wanted to, you would.
If us four
Put on
took 3 days, you don't think we can master an Excel sheet?
Oh.
But let me give you, if I give you 3 days about a video game, do you think you could be that talented as me?
If I wanted to, I would.
So let's
You know, I forgot. People be raised baiting. Nick, we're in 2025. Everybody's raised baiting. Okay, I get it. You're just raised baiting. This is for the video. You want a little bit of clout, so I get it. Okay, I don't even know why. I fell for the raise bait. Okay, let's keep.
So let's pay
Okay.
for her, whatever it is. Give you
please.
3 days, but if you lose, you got to give us it back in double.
No, that's not how the job works.
Right. You know she ain't got a job at 10 months, brother. Come on, like, come on. You fucked up.
Pay me, I'll get the job done.
I would say, in a sense, yes, because you have to put in the work and you got to be on 24/7.
It's difficult to answer that question for us, I think, because we didn't come up in this time frame in this era. So
The whole vid for
technology
nothing.
is totally different now because we were just talking about playing tic-tac-toe on the sidewalk with Carl. I appreciate and respect what they do, and I think that's the consensus for most of us, that we appreciate and respect where they are. But it's not, what we did was, we just feel like what we did was harder. And that's what I think. So
My mind was changed in the sense that now I'm even more convinced that normal jobs are harder.
Okay. Alright. Well, that whole vid was basically for nothing, but hey, you know, dub video, shout out to FaZe, you know, yeah. Oh, wow.